Hi, I'm Tim Travis from Xbox Reviews and Verdicts, and today I will be reviewing two pieces of Borderlands 2 DLC, Pirate's Booty and the Mechromancer class. It's been a little over a month since Borderlands 2 came out, and we already have new content out for it, one being a self-contained story and a set of missions, similar to what we saw after the launch of the original Borderlands, and the other piece of content is arguably the most interesting playable character in the series. So what's the verdict? Let's find out.
You're half the man I am!
I'm going to start with the Pirate's Booty DLC. You can boot up the new story at any fast travel station and at any level, but you should be at least level 15. You arrive in Oasis greeted by bandits, or pirates, and you eventually team up with Captain Scarlet, who totally isn't going to betray you to find Captain Blade's lost treasure. It's a great excuse for more crazy characters in searching for loot, or plundering for treasure in this case. While you're given a great first impression in terms of humor with the character Shade, who is absolutely wild and insane, but I also felt that down the line, there were some missed opportunities for laugh out loud humor. A Hyperion robot obsessed with censorship, and Herbert, an old coot infatuated with Captain Scarlet, don't end up being as funny as they should have been. And the whole "I'm totally not going to betray you" thing with Scarlet gets old. Maybe if Shade wasn't as underutilized, the events could have been more interesting. Otherwise, Pirate's Booty gives you what you want out of a Borderlands DLC. Opportunities to loot and plenty of quests. There is one new vehicle, the Sand Skiff ripped straight out of Return of the Jedi. It's awesome as it can strafe left and right, but I also felt its boost recharged a little too slow, and you can't bring it back to the base story of Borderlands 2. You will also notice Pirate's Booty tosses you a ton of iridium to sell in Sanctuary's black market.
Rock and roll!
The new environments are interesting enough. For the most part, it's the desert we've come to know, but with a slight pirate theme. The enemies have also been reskinned to suit this theme, though they haven't been revoiced to accommodate this. To some, going back to the arid feel is underwhelming, but the expansiveness of the environments makes up for it enough, and scaling Magnus's lighthouse is awesome. The other environments include an oasis underneath the dried up town of Oasis, a Hyperion refinery, and the iridium-filled lair of the Leviathan. Gearbox has also added new music, which is nice. Pirate's Booty has its fair share of quirks. When you finish this DLC and return to the fight against Handsome Jack, enemies won't level with you, so for a certain amount of time, loot won't be up to your new standard, and you won't be getting much XP for killing enemies. I also encountered an issue late in the DLC, where I wasn't able to beat the final boss, so I tried finishing some other quests and make up for not being a high enough level, but fighting the boss effectively locked me out of the area where I had to turn in such quests. There's a good amount of content in Pirate's Booty, a solid helping of quests, plenty of loot, and a new raid boss. The $10 price tag is fair, an even better deal if you bought the season pass, but if the writing was wittier and the leveling issues were ironed out, we could have had something even better.
Leave you only got third place in the science fair.
Now for the Mechromancer. To get this out of the way, the character itself is great. I like her punk rock aesthetic, and I'm glad to have a new female character in the roster. Her ability is to summon a death trap which flies around the battlefield killing things. Her perk trees are very interesting. Little Big Trouble focuses on shock damage, the Best Friends Forever tree focuses on ease of use, and the craziest, Ordered Chaos, focuses on the Anarchy skill. What Anarchy does is when you kill an enemy or empty your clip in combat, you gain a stack of Anarchy. As you gain more and more stacks, you gain more damage but have less accuracy. And if you reload your gun prematurely, you lose your stacks. The tree is really clever and fun to use. However, I find that not enough of the skills focus on Death Trap, which should be the hook of the class. However, how this class is implemented is very disappointing. She does not appear in the opening cinematics like the other classes do, and doesn't come with new achievements. This DLC is also expensive at $10, so if you didn't pre-order the game, thus receiving the class for free, I'd shy away from the class unless you've played the other classes to death and want a new playable character. Thanks for watching this review. Please subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, follow the blog, and check out the Facebook page. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy my future videos.